So it's so exciting to see young people really getting so involved. I think for a long time, I think we were wondering, where is everybody? How come they're just asleep? Well, people weren't asleep. They were getting steamed. And this is what this book is all about. It's about people have reached a certain sort of level of a boiling point to say enough is enough, and they want to make something change. And I think the occupation is a perfect analogy of what really has been happening here in this city, certainly, and all over the country. To see that the ripple effect of these things is pretty remarkable. You reach a tipping point where one thing happens and it creates a domino effect throughout the world, and we're seeing it throughout the world. And I think once this power is unleashed, it seems to really get an energy of its own and continue to grow and grow and grow. And I hope you all continue to support what these young people are doing and be involved. Go down there. We've been down there several times to cook for them, to be there just to sort of say we're here. Now, it's remarkable, you know, we don't hear a lot more about the occupation these days, but the occupations have actually grown. At McPherson Square alone, there's about 300 people now that are there, that are staying the night. And that's pretty remarkable. Doing this, that's right. That's really an incredible thing to happen, being that it's in the middle of winter and it's cold. While all of us are sitting in our warm beds, there are people out there that are holding the fort, so to speak, and continuing the struggle. I think that's really wonderful and exciting. So we have tonight, of course, Ralph Nader, someone who has been occupying so many arenas I think our lives, whether it's highway safety, auto safety, healthcare, the drug industry. You can name almost every kind of industry that touches anybody's life, and Ralph Nader had a presence there somewhere. It's wonderful to have him here back again. He wrote this book called Getting Steamed. When I read about it, I said, is it a cookbook? And he says, well, sort of. It's Getting Steamed to Overcome Corporatism. And it is basically a call to action. That's what this is. It's a call to action to really make the change and go to the next level. And if you purchase this book today, you get along with that book. America Needs a Raise by the ex-president of the AFL-CIO, Mr. Sweeney. So once you buy this book, you get this one for free. This is a new tradition that every time Ralph Nader comes to Busboys Poets, he brings us a gift. And this is the gift you're going to get today when you buy this book. He'll be here afterwards to sign it. This is a perfect present for the holidays to give to friends. So if you want to have it personalized to a friend that you want to give it to, please stick around afterwards. We're going to have a book signing here. So I'd like to welcome to our stage one more time, Mr. Ralph Nader.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Andy. We all read the cover article of the Washington Post magazine this last Sunday where he's called Democracy's Restaurateur, something that I thought was an appropriate label for him, and he brings so many people together. It's very good of you to come this evening. We want to welcome BookTV. C-SPAN is here, so we'll stress the informality of this effort, as is the tradition of BookTV, which is going to relay some of your comments as well. Now, we've all heard about dozens of corporate abuses, and we've all heard how ineffectual the responses have been to these corporate predatory activities, whether they're economic, financial, health, safety, environmental, war, poverty, damaging posterity. Again and again, the media, although it could do much better, does report far more than we as citizens are organized to use, whether it's national, international, local, or regional. And the District of Columbia, bereft of any voting rights in the Congress, is an example of that. We've had that documented many times, and we've seen how much damage it's done to the self-realization of people here in the district. Now, the question is not how much we know, in order to be upset with the concentration of power in so few hands, where the few decide for the many, and the few, called the plutocracy, ruled by the wealthy, control our government and turn that into an oligarchy. And that is what Franklin Delano Roosevelt meant when he sent a message to Congress in 1938 to establish a temporary national economic commission to study concentrated corporate power. He said, and I paraphrase him quite closely, whenever government is controlled by private economic power, that is fascism. That is 1938. That's the control of government by concentrated corporate power. Now, we have a very matured corporate state now. I'm sure Franklin Delano Roosevelt would be astonished, as well as our founding fathers, as to how much of the power of the people has been sucked away into a few hands, whose principal yardstick of behavior and measurement is commercial. It's profiteering. And it's good to know that many, not all, of the conflicts in human society have been the collision between commercial values and civic, spiritual values that really define a civilization and define the good society. Way back when the three major religions were coming forward, every one of them, as well as other major religious doctrines many centuries ago, warned their adherents not to give too much power to the merchant class, not to give too much power to the pursuit of money or the pursuit of profit. Now, why did they all come to the same conclusion? You think it was revelatory? It was daily experience. Mammon, the money lenders, etc. Now, in the last 2,000 years, we have seen all kinds of formulations where power is concentrated in the hands of the commercial interests. So much so that they have led to wars. They have led to sectarian differences. They have led to a lot of consequential effects. In our history, there were some of the founding fathers who wanted to put the corporation in the Constitution by way of subordinating it to human beings. But that provision never got through. You see, at that time, they remembered and they knew about the enormous power of the East India Company, which ruled India with an absolute iron hand for many years, with devastating human casualties. They knew about the Hudson Bay Company that was in North America. And while the modern form of the corporation was being established with the textile mills some years after the Constitution was ratified in New England, their reference point was the menacing power of these gigantic corporations. They didn't want to replay in proliferating form in the country that they thought would succeed their constitutional structure in the USA. Now, what is important here to realize is that there has been a whole series of ways to fight back. People have fought back. They've fought back as workers. They've fought back as parents. They fought back as buyers and shoppers. They fought back as farmers. They fought back as women. They fought back as slaves. They have fought back. And we have in our history the following ways that they fought back. They fought back trying to use the vote. They fought back with regulation of these companies. You can see the farmer and worker fight backs in the 19th century to create some of the foundations of fair labor standards and protecting farmers from the banks and the railroads, leading to the populist progressive movement. They fought back in the courts, winning cases now and then. Some of them fought back as owners, shareholders. Some of them fought back as cooperatives, a new model that wasn't so commercially determined. It was owned by the farmers or owned by the consumers. Some of them fought back by organizing rallies and demonstrations